And now, from Glasgow.
So hello there, welcome to part 2 of the Lego Concorde. So we were supposed to be doing bags 8 to 14 in this particular video. I'm going to make a slight change. I'm actually going to do bags 8 to 13, and then, well, firstly before that I'm going to do bag 21, which is the very final bag. The reason for that is, as you can see, just after one stage, this is quite a chunky little model. The actual build finishes at bag 20, and then bag 21 is a very sturdy stand. So therefore I just want to build bag 21, then that way I'm going to keep putting it down on the table. I can see that we've actually already got the little notch for the stand, so we'll do bag 21. I mean, it's not going to be finished until the end of part 3 anyway. Once we've got the stand in, we'll have somewhere to stand it. So yeah, let's go heads down.
Through the highways till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Okay, so the theory was sound in using the bass to put it, but to be honest with you, I'd still rather have the bass on it. It is a little bit back heavy at the moment. But do you know what? Anyone who says Lego's expensive hasn't obviously taken into account the amount of research and the techniques, the engineering in this is absolutely amazing. As I'm building it, I'm thinking, yeah, okay, there's going to be knobbly bits showing, but I'm fine with that. Maybe if it's a Lego build, it'd be good to have a few knobbly bits showing to show you that it's Lego. But look at it, it's all smooth. Just that on its own is a piece of engineering genius, I think. And the way that it's, you know, they've got this little square in there so that you can pop it in there. I think that's brilliant. I've also done a bit of research since doing the last stage. It looks like this is actually featured on a few YouTube videos as part of a well, they call it zero IQ, where you're putting pieces on and then taking pieces off. But I think it's now that I've actually done it, I don't know if you remember this orange piece there, this little one, it goes in and it locks cogs up so that they're in the right places for later on, and you know, look at the result. So whether you think it's frustrating or not, it works. And these orange pieces here, nothing to do with engines or anything, they're there simply so that your building experience is more pleasant, because this isn't going to keep falling over. I think things like that is wonderful. Yes, you're paying a premium for it, but your building experience is number one in their books. Right, so I shall waffle no more, so let's skip back and we'll start on bag out. Okay, and that is that bag finished with. So we do have 2 more spare parts, which is always nice. We're getting that collection going. I'm quite interested by the orange bricks because we did use the orange bricks as part of the construction, and I noticed that had those orange bricks not been there, it would have been uneven. So it's obviously purely to add stability. But then we took them off and then we put them back on. So my question is, are they going to become part of the build, or are they just adding a little bit of stability? It's quite interesting what they're doing with them. Right, let's have a little look at the interesting snippet, if there is one. I don't remember seeing one, or was it right at the beginning? You know, I don't think they had one for this bag. That can't be right, can it? Yeah, they did. So, the length and slenderness of the Concorde pose a real challenge for Lego bricks, and to hold everything together, we use this fun little lot to hold the fuselage to the huge Delta wing. Sorry, we've been invaded by a cat. I did get invaded by another one earlier. This is the more persistent one. She's more likely to jump up again. But yes, so it was this little system there, which we have now covered up. And it's underneath there, and it's got this. You can see that there's. It's got a little cross. I don't know if it's going to work, but we have also extended that. What do you call it? System, so that it does the fuselage. Because remember, the fuselage, I believe. Oh no, the fuselage is going to be activated from the back, I believe. But I think the way they've done it, you've got two there, so that it can be done either from the back or from somewhere else. I can't remember how it's done now. I'm pretty sure it's from the back. Anyway, let's crack on and get another bag done.
We're free, bound only by frozen memories. It's fine, racing on these broken trees.
Well, I have to say, what an amazing bag that was. There's no way, if you'd have told me beforehand that I'd have accumulated this much out of the bags, I'd have said no chance. So the snippet is this clutch was an elegant solution to ensuring that the forward and rear landing gear remain synchronized when your model comes in for landing. It is rather good. It's all well supported, it's very strong. These orange bricks have made another appearance and I thought they were very useful. It's really sturdy for this piece. The only thing I worry about are these end pieces. They are knocking off. We know that once this is attached to the main body, they will strengthen up, but you know, in the meantime, they're very easy to break off, so be a bit careful if you're doing it. Something going on there, I'm really not sure what it is, but they have focused on extending the wing and this little, well, they're calling it a clutch system, but it's just a rod that goes around, and it is really, really well engineered. So, on to the next bag.
I remember the ocean, memories die out too hard. But we were traveling the mountains just to find the loudest seas. We set down by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my fun land. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
Wow, what a bag that was. That's really amazing. I'm really loving the way this is coming together. And this little mechanism now, I presume this is for the front undercarriage. So this is going to be it fully extended. And that's it in. Now it does state in the magazine, in the manual. And I think this is a lovely touch. It actually demonstrates what is correct and what is incorrect. The only thing is, it's I think mine might be pointing the wrong way, because it looks like, yeah, it's pointing the wrong way. It can't be pointing the wrong way, can it? Oh, we'll see what happens later on. So yeah, if you look at the magazine, I keep saying magazine, it suggests that it's pointing backwards towards the red slidey bit, whereas mine is pointing away from it. Having said that, Yeah. So we'll see when it comes to putting it together. It's not going to be hard to pull that out, is it? Right, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to double check the instructions, make sure I've got them right. Okay, so I've gone back through the instructions, and I'm just convinced that that's actually an error in the instructions, because you can see if that's point the other way round. I don't know. Well, we'll see how it goes. But I have gone, let's say, I have gone through the instructions, and it is sitting exactly like that one says there, and it's gone in fine. If I get further along and it turns out that it's the wrong way round, I'll just have to separate it all and just go back, undo it all, and then fix the mistake. I mean, look, if you pull this bit off there, then yeah, it's not so difficult to do. And if we have a little quick look, hopefully soon we'll do the wheels. There you go, we'll actually do the wheels by the looks of it, bag 13, so we'll have it done by the end of this video. So I don't think it's a problem. Okay, it turns out it's my misinterpretation of the instructions. I'm actually reading it like it should be that way, and not like that, and it's wrong. What they're actually asking us to do is fully extend it like that, and now you can see it does look like the instructions. So there's nothing wrong with the instructions. It was actually me. I did cheat, and I had a little look at the further on when we do the front wheel, and the front wheel's actually going into there, and it's going to use that mechanism. So that's going to be fully retracted, and then it's going to stow away like that. So it wants us to start like that. That will obviously equalise everything up, because obviously once we assemble it, we either want to assemble it with the back wheels down and the front wheels down, or both of them up. Probably both of them down would be easiest. What you don't want is one wheel down and the other one up, and that's going to muck it all up. Right, so we can now finally get on with bag 11.
In the wake of dawn, I see you shine. When I feel that heartbeat, I fly.
So the little snippet for this particular bag is when travelling at cruising speed, Concorde's airframe would heat up to the point that the aircraft would stretch by 15 to 25 centimetres at 6 to 10 inches. That was a nice little bag. It's kind of just tidied things up rather than adding a load of bulk. I really love the way that once I put that sub-assembly in, it was obviously loose, and then we put a couple of support struts in, that held it all in, and we put a few more bits in, and look how solid that is. Do you remember I said earlier about these? They were coming off, but obviously we knew once we assembled more of it. It is getting really hefty and really heavy. I really just want to see if it's ready for the stand, because it's very back heavy at the moment. Oh, excellent. I'm really happy now. So it's ready for the stand. Let me show you the position of the stand. It's actually going to be, so it actually look like it's coming into land once it's on the stand. But I'm really happy now that we can use that stand. So yeah, personally, I would perhaps like to see the stand come in bag 12, which is the stage that we're about to do next.
When I feel that heartbeat, I fly so much higher, fly so much higher, fly so much higher, fly so much higher, sky lines and clouds are below us now, sky.
Okay, and that is the end of bag 12. One more bag left of this video. Absolutely amazing. Look at this, it's so sleek and smooth now. Oh, that's not in. I hope there's something going in there. Obviously that's for the stand. Absolutely loving this one. I don't know what's happened there, it's all gone a bit wonky. But yeah, I'm loving, we've now got more of the fuselage. We've got that beautiful red line coming down the middle. It just really sets it off. Maybe obviously the British Airways and the Air France had their logo coming down the side, and I think without that red line I think it would just be quite plain and boring. So just that simple red line, beautiful. So we've got these toilets and we've got these seats. Obviously that doesn't represent all of the seats, there's 100 in total, that's only 12 there. But it's really enjoying this, but it is a struggle to get it into the camera shot now. So I think I'll get it in. Yeah, I will get it in, possibly. Depends how long the nose is. But it said it was something like a metre long. Anyway, shall we crack on with... I'm going to pop it on the base again because obviously I take it off the base when I build it. But it does sit nicely on that base now. I'm very, very happy with that. And I don't know if you can't really see the angles, but it does sit at an angle, and it will, I mean, I've seen it in the shop. Once it's built, it will be looking like it's coming into land. I've also just noticed I've got a couple of blobs on the side there. I wonder if that's going to be doing something. And of course, we've not started on the engines yet. Anyway, let's crack on with bag 13.
The sky, we are heroes tonight. Yeah, we are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Okay, so there you go, guys. That is the first 2/3 of the build complete. Absolutely amazing. We've got the undercarriage in. I can see that it just works fine. It's just perfect. I was a little bit worried when we started this, that this has been set in a position where it's down and these are set in a position where they're up, but whatever we did, it just worked perfectly. And the other thing that I've noticed is obviously we've got it well balanced enough now to use the stand, but this is really heavy, guys. But despite all of that, the undercarriage is fine. It works really well. You wouldn't think it, would you, when you look at just what's holding it all up? But that is absolutely exquisite. And the way that the nose wheel works, you could actually, if you're a bit, you know, obviously this is an adult thing, but if you actually want to play with it, like you can actually taxi it on the runway, whichever way you want to go, because the wheel spills. I have only one concern. I will be displaying it on the base. There's a superb base. I can do it the wrong way. If that would work. No, that doesn't work. Right, one concern that I have. This piece of fuselage is supposed to be opened, and it does actually say remove the middle section of the fuselage to reveal part of the rear cabin, with passenger seats inspired by the original 70s design. But once we put these 4 pieces on, it's impossible without actually whoops, there you go, that's how I've had to remove the parts. So I've just had a piece of Lego go flying across the room in order to get it off. So that's a little bit of a concern for me. It's actually quite smooth, and all of these blocks here, they do actually, well, yeah, they do fit in quite tight. So that's maybe if this one was a smooth block, because then once we've got, well, you couldn't have it as a smooth block, could you? But yeah, well, if all of these were smooth, you could actually, I think these two would need to be smooth. It is a concern. Well, it's not a concern, but it's, you know, obviously I'd like to be able to display the inside. Especially that lovely toilet, that's so wonderful. I know toilets aren't wonderful, but you know what I mean. So I don't know if there's a way around this, guys. Maybe if I just got my Dremel or something, I just took that little notch off so it doesn't actually firm. But it's connected with those 4 points. If I remove those 4 from the top, it goes in very steady, very tough, because this bit there actually fits around there quite snugly. But once you place these on, can you see that you've got connection points there, and it's quite firm. So, you know, I'm not going to claim to be an expert in Lego and give them design tips, but I would suggest that if that, yes, that one there, if those 2 nubs weren't there, then unless I put that on the wrong way round, and I'll find that out by, no I haven't, because there's nubs there as well. So yeah, maybe they could redesign these 2 fuselage pieces so that these nubs aren't there, or maybe redesign this so it's flatter, and then we can put a little plate on there. If it wasn't for connecting in there, this is too smooth to just pick up on and off. I mean, it's tough enough like this, but I'll go with it. But it's just that obviously, and you've got the blanking plates there as well. So, or unless maybe I just take the fuselage on and off a lot, and it will just kind of wear. But look, it's not happening. It's not going to want to happen. So yeah, the only way you're going to get those off is to either place it on gently. There we go, it can be taken off. So I think I will just place mine on like that. It does mean I've got a little gap. You can see that gap, but it's the only way. So yeah, I found a fault with a Lego. Can you believe that, guys? Right, so that is stage 294 done. It sounds like a lot of stages, but sometimes the stages are just putting on a couple of pieces, and I'm really happy with it that way. That makes it really, really nice. You know, if they give you like 200 pieces to do in one stage, you could get overwhelmed. And quite often there's been times I'm like, do I place it there, or do I place it there or there? And by just doing a few pieces at a time, it does mean that the whole book comes out at, it must be about 400 stages. It's over that. It's 548 stages. So yeah, really, really happy with this. We have most definitely got a Concorde, you cannot deny that. There were times when I was building the sub-assemblies and I was kind of saying to myself, are we building Concorde, or are we building a spaceship? Because that's what it was looking like, you know, especially these sections. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. I thought there was like a luggage area. I thought someone told me that, but what I've got so far I am very, very happy with. I'm loving those toilets. They are just superb, and I've got a cat on the table, but it's okay, I'm not building at the moment, Shadow, so you are most welcome. Yeah, the undercarriage is superb. Let me switch my camera. I'll pop the base on and then I'll switch my camera, and then you can see what I mean about the angle. So on the base it's going to look like this. So I don't know if you can see, guys, where the undercarriage is. It looks like it looks funny because it's got no nose and no back, and the angle is, it looks like it's coming into land. So yeah, really, really happy. You can't really put the base on the wrong way round. Yeah, you definitely can't put it on backwards. I did try putting the base on sideways to perhaps get a bank turn, which I don't think it would have done anyway, but it just doesn't want to work. It's too front heavy for a bank turn, so that's the only way you can put the base on, is that way. But I think that's a lovely angle. It shows it coming into land, which then means we can pull the nose down to reveal the protective nose and the normal windscreen, and it's just beautiful. And it also shows off something that I read, is the reason these wheels are so long. You know, they are very, very low down, aren't they? It really does lift the Concorde up. But the reason for that was to make sure it's got proper clearance, because you've got the engines at the back of the wings. So obviously if it's got smaller wheels, once it's taking off, it's just going to burn up the runway. It's going to have all sorts of problems. Right, guys, that is the end of that video. Absolutely amazing. I've got to go for a rest now because I've got arm aches from holding it. It's that heavy, and we've still got another 7 bags to go. So I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, and I will hope to catch you in the next video when we will be finishing it. So take care, guys. Bye bye.